Hey, Justy. Anyway, we'll see how long this lasts. Hey, this is the first of the 4-part series explanation of the systems mindset. And in this first part, I'll spend 3 or 4 minutes talking about not being a firefighter. And then, 5 to 7 days from now, you'll get the second part, and that's called Dysfunction is Gold. I love that term. I'll talk about it extensively. And the third part, 5 to 7 days later than the second part, will be Don't Play Whac-A-Mole Anymore. And then the last one, maybe my favorite, is Overwhelming a Competition, because you're going to be so efficient, and you're going to be paying attention to what really matters in grabbing a client, holding on to them, and keeping them happy, and charging what you need to charge for whatever it is you do, a product or a service. We've handled hundreds of different industries, so don't count yourself out. Don't count me out. I am going to tell you some things that will help you, that's for sure. I don't have anything to sell other than my book. It's in all the regular 3 formats, Audible, Kindle, and hardcover, and go to Amazon and get it. I'm doing this because I like to do it, okay? And the whole thing with the systems mindset is a different perception of life. I want to help you change your perception of the world and how it works. It is so great when you get this. Now, there's 2 analogies I use, and they seem to be opposite of each other. But the first one is to go one layer deeper. And I talk about it on the front page of the website. And by the way, the website has just been rebuilt. Okay, to go one layer deeper, to see the deeper reality of how things operate mechanically in the world. There's nothing mystical, or it's spiritual in itself, but there's nothing mystical or weird, and you don't have to take my word for it. What I'm going to do is take you through a process where you can see it for yourself. You're going to go one layer deeper and look up at your business and your world. The other analogy I use seems like the opposite, but that's to go outside and slightly elevated. And that means you're looking down on your business and figuring out how to make it work without you being in the middle of it. And we've all heard this has turned into a platitude over the years. Michael Gerber made it popular back in the mid-90s, and that is, you want to work on your business, not in your business, right? And that's exactly right. He's exactly correct about that. You want to look at your business as a separate entity. And if you can get it to operate on its own, for instance, Centratel, my business I've had for 38 years, operates on its own. I spend maybe 2 hours a month, and the profit margin is well over 30%. I share a lot of that with my staff, and I've got the life I've always wanted, really do. And I'll talk about in future videos the life that Diana and I share here in beautiful Eastern Kentucky, okay? So this is very different from the other systems people out there. This isn't Sam's 10 best ideas for being successful. It's nothing like that. It's about changing your point of view. And once you change it, you'll never go back, because it's ultimately logical. It works. It makes sense. You'll love it. And that's what the systems mindset is, to stand outside and look in. And a big part of that is to see that your life is a collection of separate systems. You can't hope to fix a horrible marriage or a business that has a huge problem internally, mechanically, personnel-wise, if you can't take the biggest problem, isolate it from the rest of the business, and then solve that problem. And that's the heart of what we'll always be talking about, okay? So you're going to eliminate dysfunction, you're going to eliminate problems, and you're going to get super efficient. And another term you'll hear me use is system improvement. System improvement. You want to be doing it all day long. My staff back at Centratel, I have about 60 employees. My management staff and my frontline staff look at things as processes, and they're always working on the processes. Now, our frontline people are doing the work, most of the work, but my management people are pointing fingers, and we've got a mantra, I'll just give it to you now, but whenever there's a new task or a problem that comes up, how do we accomplish the new task, or how do we fix the problem? Can you automate it? Can you delegate it? can you delete it outright? And deletion deletion of a process is maybe the greatest thing on the face of the earth. Close to it anyway. So these videos will be anecdotal. They'll be ad hoc. My boy is still here. And if you want more help, go to the website, workthesystem.com. You can find out about getting consulting and coaching. There's special software. I'm not financially involved. Buy the book. You need the book. And some people buy the hardcover and the Audible. I think the Audible's good. I'm looking at my notes. That's it. I've covered everything. Now, do not be a firefighter. You want to be a fire prevention specialist, and that's what we'll work on. And this is a good place to start for the first part of the 4-part series. Now, I probably went a little longer than I wanted to go. I will see you next time.